The 15th stage of the Global Champions League heads to the spiritual home of the Longines Global Champions Tour at the Tops International Arena. This mecca of sport comes together for 1 week with the world's best horses in this horse heaven. After London, the Global Champions League sees London go to the very top. The London Knights heading the field, Miami Celtics sitting in second. That top four looking very interesting. The Saint-Tropez Pirates sitting in third place. The Shanghai Swans sitting in fourth place at the moment, only just holding off the Berlin Eagles by 6 points. The first round of the Global Champions League, all about finding your position, like qualifying for the Formula One. This is where they've got to get that right spot, and the key part is to get those clears. Let's see how it played out. The first team out, the New York Empire, Spencer Smith and Daniel Blumen coming together this time. Theodore Marseille for Spencer Smith, producing a clear from the opening round. Was this going to be the pattern for the day? Daniel Blumen and the huge jumping Landriano said followed it up with a clear round.
This is really superb jumping here. A double clear, a double header, both clear in the first instance.
Paris Panthers 11th in the championship at the moment, and looking a good pairing on paper. Harry Smolders and Niall Nassar in the pairing here.
Hang on to him, Harry.
Very efficient, very good. Cass 2 and Harry Smolders get them the zero. Niall Nassar and Lucifer this time drop one fence to finish on the 4. London Knight, the series leaders, sending out Gudrun Petit for the very first time. And on her team debut, it's a clear from her. It's upwards and onwards for the team. H&M Extra and Olivier Philipparts dropping one fence on the way, keeping London off the top and sliding them down a few places.
No, so they will slip back, leave the last, and he does, so it is just going to be 4.
Prague Lions 10th in the championship at the moment, possibly their wonder pair. Niels Brunsels and Mark Houtsager out to deliver. Lucianata van Mullenhof comes out for the first time for the team, and it's a good first time, a clear on their debut. Sterahof's Dante climbs through the flames too, and Mark Houtsager is another one to produce the clear. Prague Lions joining a strong group now on a 0 score.
He's going to also just be inside the time, 80.42, a little bit further in than Niels.
The home team, Valkenswaard United, 9th in the championship now, having climbed up a couple of places after London. A strong pairing of Marcus Enning and Alberto Zorzi. Enning, as ever, clear round for a horse he uses for the very first time in the championship. A la carte NRW is top of the menu. Alberto Zorzi, one fence down for him for this horse the first time this season for Kinsey, sees the home team again just one fence away on 4. The Saint-Tropez Pirates, the team third in the championship, a similar run from them. A lot of clears coming out of the competition today. Edwina Tops-Alexander, Berenice Team Joy also following up on the 0 and keeping alongside the man of the moment, probably one of the best scorers of the season so far, Peter de Vos and apart, keeping it clear for the Saint-Tropez Pirates.
Well, he does the job. Peter de Vos follows up his similar form and keeps to that strike rate well over 80% for him.
Doha Falcons going ever so close. The team's 16th in the championship right now, needing some good performances. Jur Veling agonisingly over the time allowed on the 1 with Deval.
He is going to be over time on one time for there, 84.28.
Basim Mohammed looking to keep them in the chase with Gunda produce the clear, but with quite a few clears, 5 teams on the clear at this point, they were down to 6th position. Can Stars look like the dream pairing. Margie Goldstein-Engel and Eric Lamars, the two competing alongside each other for the very first time. A fast one from Margie first with Dicas, but Eric Lamars would throw caution to the wind, as he's also always known. On the 9-year-old, Figaf de Roy produced the clear as well. Can Stars steam ahead to the top of the table, fast and furious.
Take the pace off after this to jump the last fence.
Eric Lamars is going for the quickest time here, and he's going to get it, and the Can Stars are going to be up there as the fastest team.
The Shanghai Swans last to go, 4th in the championship so far. Daniel Deusser returning to the team after a break. Killer Queen VDM, just a 9-year-old, produces the clear. Handing over from the world number 3 to the world number 2. Swedish rider Petter Fredriksson, Catch Me Not S. Again, first time in the championship for this horse, would drop a pole to leave the Shanghai Swans on 4 and in 9th place. After round one of the Global Champions League, Can Stars well in front, but joining 6 teams overall that will start round 2 on a 0 score. New York Empire, Monaco Aces, Saint-Tropez Pirates, remember they're high up in the championship. Monaco winners, Scandinavian Vikings, and Prague Lions going for a first win of the season. Doha, though, are looming, the Falcons on that one-time fault, and then a group of those on 4, including the series leader, the London Knights. This could be a drop back for them. The big surprise also was the Miami Celtics, second in the championship so far, with 13 on day 1, but flat last in that first opening round. It's going to be knife-edge stuff for round 2. One pole is going to make the difference between being first and way down the order come round 2. Looking forward to that second round that will run on a knife edge once again here in Valkenswaard. Madrid in motion, in trouble overnight, but a good recovery. 2 clears from the Dutch combination of father and son Erik van der Vleuten and Michael van der Vleuten.
Because they're going really well. She's got 2 of the best riders in the world in Michael van der Vleuten and father Erik.
Clear rounds, lifting them up the table and staying on a score of 8.
There it is, that's exactly what's needed for Madrid in motion, going clear, 73.36. 2 clears this time around, Erik van der Vleuten and Michael as well. Will keep them at a score of 8. Well, on to London Knights. Now, this is a place they do not want to be, but 2 clears could certainly help the cause quite a lot. They're only on 4. Nicolas Philippart's going to watch his brother Olivier in just a moment or two, who teams up with Gudrun. Olivier's made a horse change from H&M Extra to H&M Legend of Love. Gudrun to go first once again. As I say, produced the clear yesterday for the team that have won 4 times this season. Needing 2 clears out of this. Remember, the series leaders wanting to keep themselves very much in the hunt, and they will do that. It's clear from Gudrun Petit. What a debut from her. Double clear. Seacoast Valdemadre Clooney. 0s all the way through for her. It's Olivier Philippart's H&M Legend of Love.
I think she's probably got a bit of temper about her, you know. She's got a bit of nous about her, hasn't she? But it comes out in her jump.
One more fence to go.
That's a...
Oh! There we go. I'm afraid we speak too soon. Finishing on the 4, 69.69. It was a good time, but it was 1 fence down at the last, Olivier Philippart. So a team total of 8 for the London Knights, and that is not what they wanted.
That was a disappointment, because I mean, to me, that was a double clear.
That was written all over it.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't, and they all count.
Nice to see him giving her a pat, and big smile on her face. She doesn't know she's let the team down.
Valkenswaard United 9th in the championship, 10th place overnight. Marcus Enning to go first. He rode with Alberto Zorzi yesterday, who had 4 faults with Kinsey. Alberto not riding today. Frank Schuttert is. There's the man you see on your screen right now. Queensland E. Marcus Enning to go with a la carte NRW, the 11-year-old. It's a new one to this level. Jumped at Hickstead 2 weeks ago with Marcus. First time for this horse into the Global Champions League. Again,
Stallion by Abke, Westphalian, out of a Lux mare.
Marcus Enning cruising so far.
Always keeps them up well up in front, Marcus, doesn't he? And an easy 5, look.
Easy 5 down there.
So easy.
69.04 produces the clear for Valkenswaard United. Marcus Enning double clear for the master there once again. It is on to Frank Schuttert now. Queensland E, jump clear in Berlin, is King's Cup winner from Madrid this year. This is the rider who won the Grand Prix last year with Chianti's champion. And now goes as the second rider for Valkenswaard United. Well, let's put the old record back on it, same as it was for London Knights. Double clear, and you've got a chance. Ooh, and that is not what they wanted. It is going to be a fence down. Valkenswaard United to finish on 4 there this time around with Frank Schuttert, and an overall team score of 8. Now we've got 2 teams left on a score of 4. Shanghai Swans, 9th place overnight, and number 4 in the championship so far. Deusser to go first then with Jasmine. Winner from Hamburg and Sopot Grand Prix in Poland this year. Deusser down to the final fence to keep the clear, and a pretty keen time as well, 73.10. It's mid-ranging in terms of time, but it is clear for Deusser and Jasmine van der Bishop, not unlike what we would expect from them. Top 10 individually from them as well. And so Shanghai Swans start to fire the first of the salvos. We will see. Peter Fredriksson to go second and to follow it up. Peter Fredriksson, H&M all in.
Keep the balance round the corner here. They're very easy to whip that top pole off. Eye on the fence, looking where he's going, looking for his stride. Picks it up again, a lovely bounce in deep stride again. Sets him up for the second part. Gets the 6 down there, and a lovely, efficient 2 super rounds, weren't they?
A lovely round from the second there for the Shanghai Swans, as expected. Paris Panthers, what are they up to today? Well, they made a few changes. Well, one major change in that Harry Smulders came off the team with Cas 2. There's the team manager. It's Gregory Wathelet that steps onto the team with Picobello, Full House, Terlinden Z, 9-year-old by Frevadako Terlinden, doing his part for the Panthers so far. 1, 2, 3. He's going to go and use the full complement. Just a touch of the last to produce the clear, 74.99. As I said, they want to be about 72 apiece if they're going to be faster than the Shanghai Swans. 74 apiece if they're going to be in contention with the Shanghai Swans. He's a little bit over that, so it puts the pressure on Niall Nassar to go a little quicker. Niall Nassar then and Lucifer the 5th. These can be a quick pairing, so they can make up a little bit of speed here. Double clear in Hamburg on this 30-year-old Grand Prix winner.
Got a good attitude, look, he's a contributor, this fella.
He's moving. He's going to be very fast around here.
He's going to come the 6, isn't he?
Very fast around here. 67.69 Paris Panthers. He makes up a lot of ground. The Paris Panthers go ahead of the Shanghai Swans.
Third in the championship right now, the Saint-Tropez Pirates. Edwina Tops-Alexander going first with Casquel on this horse's second appearance.
Now this difficult line. Big ox are in. Shortish distance to the vertical. 5 or 6. There you go, a choice of strides. That's a cracking round there.
Lovely round for the Saint-Tropez Pirates. This is where it could change around and come hotter for the final few teams. Edwina Tops-Alexander produces the clear as needed with Casquel, and it's over to Peter de Vos with probably one of the best records of jumping clears in the GCL so far this season. Clear 82% of the time, 18 clears off 22 rounds. This pair together. 4th in London with Edwina, now with Espoir, changed from a part yesterday. Just waiting to see how this horse performs today. This 15-year-old now still keeps the clear.
He's a good horse, this though, isn't he? Good old horse, 15-year-old.
Final line.
1 to go.
1 fence, reach out, and gets over there for the clear. Saint-Tropez Pirates, 73.74. Time will be important. Peter de Vos and Edwina Tops-Alexander completing on the clear, 1:48.72. Now let's put that in comparison. Paris Panthers were around in 1:42.68, so 6 seconds quicker. But de Vos with Espoir down here really worked, but a huge heart-stopping moment a little bit further on into the round.
Exactly.
Here it is.
Here. He was a yard off there, wasn't he? Oh, look at what he does behind there. That's a horse that has a conscience and wants to jump fences and wants to leave them up, because he was in trouble there. And he dug Peter out of it properly. Good old boy. He deserves that pat.
New York Empire, and just to mention on the Monaco Aces as well, one of their team members, Manuel Zanatelli, congratulations to him, winning the Pan Am individual gold yesterday as well.
Did he? Good.
Pan Am medalist as well here too in Georgina Bloomberg, not from this Pan Am Games, from a previous one. She was bronze medal there. And she goes first for the New York Empire. Georgina Bloomberg with Kibel. Spencer Smith on the team yesterday, and he now steps off the team to make way for Georgina to go first with Kibel. She jumped double clear with Sharma in Berlin. Edwin looking at how much longer before we know whether we've won or not. Daniel Blumen will go second with Ladriano Z. New York Empire have led. Now this is the 6th time they've come in on a 0 score after round 1. Now they have converted that into 2 podiums so far this season. Be nice to see if they can do that again here this week in Valkenswaard. Here we go with a nice combination together. Now, Georgina generally has a bit of pace about her as well, Steve.
Yeah, but this is a big horse he's a big steady. She's a mare, actually. It's a good mare. I mean, she's a big steady mare that wouldn't want to be bustled out of her stride. You know, it's a big decision to make, isn't it? If she goes fast enough to try and get him into the lead and has one down, they blame themselves. If she goes and jumps a clear round and is too slow and doesn't go into the lead, they blame themselves. A lot depends on what they're riding in this, you know, for these last 4, and how quick these horses are. I mean, this horse is a lovely horse. I mean, she really does jump, but just spends a bit of time in the air.
Not the worst trait in the world.
It's the best, isn't it?
Georgina, 1 to go for the New York Empire.
Look how easy she gets there on 5 and jumps it.
Pig stand at last, and it's clear 74.47. They are still in the ballpark for potentially being quicker than the Saint-Tropez Pirates if Daniel Blumen gets a leg on around there. But it's a very nice round for Georgina Bloomberg and Kibel.
How much has he got, Steve?
Oh, give me a second.
Oh, come on, get the calculator out.
I literally got the calculator out, and I will tell you, in the meantime, you will do some talking over there while I work this out.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't need commentary. This is absolutely wonderful show jumping. And look at the way she comes down here. I don't know whether Jimmy Doyle had told her to come down. There's Jimmy, look, with a white hat. Team trainer, been with her 18 years now. Great team they are. And he was delighted with that. No doubt he would be, because it was a cracking round. But the pressure is on for Daniel. Look at the determined look in his face. He will know now. All the advisors will have got the calculators out and told him what he's got to do. He can't gallop down here because he's got to turn back very sharp. No point galloping at that fence. Turn tight there and then travel. Get that out of the way. Hardly anybody's had that down. Move now to jump this big oxer. Now this turn after this fence here. Big oxer there, big oxer there. 360-degree turn to a little tight vertical.
Time he's got to get faster than is 74.25 if they're going to go in the lead.
Well done. That's the stat we needed. Well done, Steve. This horse is jumping. He's got to leave him up. And he's got to be around at 74 or less. A big ask to get it absolutely right, but the time ticking away, 55 seconds. Eye on the fence. Dare he speed up? He'll come on 5 on this one to the last, surely, with this jump. Holds him off that. 1, 2, 3. No, he's going 6.
He's got the time to. He has got the time to.
He's got the time.
69.75. So New York Empire go into the lead. He had plenty of time in there. And so they go ahead of the Saint-Tropez Pirates. The New York Empire fight back. Can this be the first one they convert into a win? They've got one team in the way. But Bloomberg and Blumen certainly are rising up. Little bit of disappointment, I think, there, but all smiles for Edwina Tops-Alexander. They thought they'd done enough, but there they take another 4 seconds off the lead. New York Empire in front. Paris Panthers in third at the moment. But Blumen sitting on, you have to say, one of the best horses around right now.
Oh, he's a superstar. And Georgina's horse is a lovely horse as well. A cracking mare and only a 10-year-old. That was a class act, those two, wasn't it? Good luck to him. Absolutely brilliant. Under extreme pressure. I mean, the pressure he was on there. Not only to jump a clear round, but to be inside the time as well. He did that in spades, didn't he? 5 seconds.
Well, one left to go. Well, one team left to go. And who better? This is where it comes to a culmination.
Here we go.
A crescendo. New York Empire, 144.22. So let's split that in half. They need to be round in, what are we looking at?
72 apiece.
Yeah, basically. 72.11 or better. And there's going to be the Cannes Stars to go last. Margie Goldstein-Engel with Ducasse and Eric Lamaze, who's changed from Verkhof de Roy to Fine Lady 5. Two of the fastest around. They absolutely flew round yesterday. They were 6-7 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. As Eric said, he didn't quite intend to do the round he did yesterday, but it worked. Now, Margie to go first. Wonderful to see these two on a team. They've always been on opposing teams, for Canada for Eric and for the USA for Margie. First time the pairing have ever been together, and this is look just delicious on what might happen here. Come on,
They
Margie.
haven't, exactly. I couldn't agree more, Steve. But if they have a fence down, and
they
they've got
have.
one.
So it's going to the New York
Two.
Empire.
We've seen the winners.
It will go to the Empire. They take that final lift up. 6 times they've come in on a 0 score. What a shame. We were hoping for this big showdown, and unfortunately it's a big pole down, I'm afraid, for Margie on the way.
And Eric's face tells it all, doesn't it, really? The boat has sunk. But what a win for the New York Empire. And they thoroughly deserved it. Georgina Bloomberg and Daniel Blumen. What a cracking win. Thoroughly deserved. Eric Lamaze, the fastest at the moment, is Julien Epillard, 65.77, and he's had one. What a turn up today. What a turnaround of form. Margie Engel brilliantly yesterday to 12 today. Eric Lamaze very nearly won the class yesterday, just pipped at the post by Kevin Stout, and he's had one today so far on this good mare. It was not to be, and it was not to be today either. They thrilled the crowds yesterday, both of them. Everybody enjoyed a scintillating performance. That was their day yesterday, hasn't been there today. But it's the day for all. The New York Empire.
Global Champions League here in Valkenswaard sees New York Empire at the top of the leaderboard, finally on the top step, ahead of the Saint-Tropez Pirates, lifting them up the championship order as well. Paris Panthers, after a patient round, will finish in 3rd place, completing a top-class top 3 and a few changes in the overall championship.
Well, fantastic final win of the season on your European tour. Georgina Bloomberg, great first from you. A little bit of a nervous moment there.
Yeah, it's been a while since I rode on a team, and this is a team I really believe in, and we've had a little bit of bad luck this season, and I really wanted to pull through, not just for my horse, but for my amazing teammates.
Well, a fantastic team effort. You're obviously team owner as well in there. 6 times the team's been 0 now. The good thing is it's been converted into 3 podiums as well, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, in my eyes, we've had a great season, but we've had a little bit of bad luck that's affected the results. But I really wanted to pull through because my team has put in such an amazing effort all season, and these guys deserve to be on the podium.
Well, a wonderful partnership together. Daniel Blumen, for you. You're sitting on a horse that looks fantastic. How are your nerves?
You know, in a situation like that, you always have quite a bit of anxiety going on. You know, George delivered a beautiful round, and I know already sort of what time I had to do to be better than the current leaders. And yeah, I felt the nerves, but it's good to feel those nerves when you're riding Ladriano. You know, it's a horse that just comes out time and time again and jumps more and more clear rounds, and it's a fantastic feeling. I'm really happy that I'm able to share this with Georgina. You know, she puts a lot of effort for this and for us, and we've been really wanting it, so it's great.
Georgina, you're going to be standing on the top step.
Yeah, it's a nice place to be on the podium. It's exciting to be heading back into New York in this way, and this is the last show of our season here over the summer, so it's a nice way to finish.
Next one for New York for you. Good luck.
Thank you. We're looking forward to it.
Well done to the New York Empire. Congratulations on winners here in Valkenswaard.
The overall championship and New York Empire with the win lift up a few places into 10th place. What's really interesting is at the top, both on a score of 272. It is the London Knights just ahead based on their placings, but on the same score as the Saint-Tropez Pirates that sit in 2nd. It's going to be a needle match to the finish. Miami Celtics dropping down the places a little. There's a lot to do over those closing stages. Who will win the championship? The 16th stage of the Longines Global Champions Tour heads to Rome, the Italian capital, famous for its food, its style, and for a great climactic part of the series. The final stage is coming up as we head to the eternal city of Rome.